Okay, it's Friday and I'm back playing GeoGuessr. Um, I was playing AI generated world yesterday. That was a bit difficult, so I've gone back to an official world. And there's seemingly a big storm brewing outside. The wind's howling. I've got the washing in already, so hopefully no harm is done. The balcony door is closed. Hopefully we don't get any rain in the house. So straight in, and immediately I'm a bit stumped here. Europe, I guess. Some high-pitched roofs. Just kind of wanting to see this license plate of this car, but not to worry. Sporten kind of sounds Dutch. Then it's got a hairdresser here. It's got the Lions Club, which used to be popular in Australia. I'm not too sure now. It's kind of like a regional thing. Yeah, it's got a European strip, but not yellow plates. So, and we've got the O, which is either Norwegian or Danish. Kind of some interesting stuff around the place here. What is this? It's like a cell tower, I think, here. So, Vej, I guess is, did I say Dutch? I meant Denmark. Not sure about this droopy guy on the 5 steps above the steps. I haven't seen that before, really. I don't think it's Norwegian though. The Shanghai Grill. Got this A too, which I think is probably. Wait. Probably Danish. Got the Shanghai Grill. Got Wokretta, China box. So far checking out. A burger, hot dog, kebab mix, sandwich, and pita. I don't know how authentic it is. There's a yellow backplate. It's probably a commercial vehicle, I guess, like a taxi. I think that's probably good for Denmark. I'm not sure how else to tell. This Bjørn from Ladbedger, it kind of seems Norwegian. Maybe I'm going to back out of Denmark and go Norway here. Sundegard. What place names have we got here? Oh, this actually looks Danish. The signage here. Okay, I'm sticking with Danish. Haven on the E39. Let's see if I can find that. The problem is with Denmark is there's a couple of islands. And also locating Europe is a struggle today. Let's see, Denmark. This is promising. So we want the E39. 45, the 20. That's not Denmark. Here's the E39, and the place was Haven. Got Horn. E39. Oh, it goes all the way up here. And Haven's probably not that big. Just having a quick scan here. Is that the end of the E39? It is, I think. Quickly. Hotstrup. I did not see Haven. Tilstrup. So we're off the E39. We're heading north, and the E39 is an ocean area. That's kind of interesting. Is east. It's such a short stretch of road. Surely it should be easy to locate it. Haven. So we've got also Nordsoen Oceanarium. Let's have a quick scan for that. I think the ocean area would be kind of near the ocean. Got the McDonald's Norrsunby, Kvikli, Nordsoen. What's the other end? Is also by the ocean, I guess. There's Horn. That's not it. What was at the start? I think it was something veg. And they had like a... was there a football field or sports ground or something? Here we go. Spa Supermarket, that's the sponsor. Not too sure. I might just plonk it up north here somewhere. Ooh, that was really close. Not sure what that was about. Well, 4997, so that was nearly a 5k. I probably should have stuck in there a bit longer with that one, but not to worry, a virtual 5k. Now I've got these painted poles, driving right. Tropical climate. It's probably, it looks like Spanish as well. So I think it's Guatemala. Probably makes sense here. Got yogurt, cream and queso cheeses. Telephone number, I'm not sure if there's any regional help there. But Guatemala is small enough where it shouldn't matter too much. Kilometer 184, Ruta a las Verapazes. Kilometer 184 is probably from the capital, I guess. We're kind of going east-west. So let's find Central America. Guatemala. Ooh, is there 184 kilometers in that? Not too sure. Guatemala city. So it's going to be a major road, I would think. I'm going to go all the way east here. It's actually just north of Guatemala City. Did I get the right road though? No. Okay. Didn't quite vibe that one out. 136 kilometers away. This is an interesting pole. I haven't seen that before. I think it's concrete. It's got these numbers molded in there, I guess. This young fellow has some time on his hands by the looks. I think this is a mango tree. So somewhere tropical here. Driving right. It's got blue on the top of the plate. I feel like this was a good seed, which I'm going to screw up suddenly. Just want to see what this guy's hauling. Looks like herbs and lettuces and things. American Combat something division. I don't think it's the US of A. Is the trash area. I like that. It's pretty DIY, but it does the job. So what? It's Brazil, I guess. Interesting. I did get a South America vibe, or Asia, certainly. Got a mule? It's very cool. Very cool mule. So this is Spanish, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese by the looks. Novo Tempo Canal de Esperanza. Oh, it's Seventh Day Adventists, I think. Yeah, a Seventh Day Adventist church with a mule. You don't often see that. So it's a small town somewhere. Is it Amazonian region? Possibly. They got the trash shelf. Looks like it's got a stick here, so it folds down when not in use. A Mercedes. Someone's well off. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of the region here. This police car could be help. Military police. I don't think it has a region or anything there. This is where the car blur kind of that I've added in makes it a bit difficult. Mata. I don't know what to make of that. Got these vents in the side when they've got prisoners in the back. That's good. They've poked some air holes in the back. It's just some small town somewhere in Brazil. It's a difficult one. I'd say it's kind of tropical. So, it might be... Oh, that's Mato Grosso. I thought it was Mata Grosso do Sul. Wait, is there there's Mato Grosso do Sul and Mato Grosso. I thought it was Mata, and that military police car had Mata on it, but it doesn't really relate. So I'll go to the state of Para. Ooh. Wow, we were on an isthmus. Oh, there's Mata there. So that was actually the town name. It's a bigger town than I thought, to be fair. Probably about 1 million people. Turu and Mata. That's averagely good. 853 kilometres away in Brazil. I didn't mean to open the map there. A little disappointing, but what are you going to do? Brazil is tricky. I spent a little time this morning trying to work out some region guessing for Russia. It didn't work out too well for me, even using the Plonket guide. There's a tiny little Christmas tree. Come December, that'll be in its prime probably. It's got some people camping out here. No road lines, interesting. This caravanning like this, I kind of get a North America's vibe, but I don't know about this scenery. It's just all pines here. It's a post box. I think that's probably like a North America vibe. Got the 415. Just trying to think if that's like Canadian or US or what. Got metal poles. There's not too much information. All these post boxes, oh, there's a Canadian flag. That's kind of a help. All these post boxes are fairly similar. I wonder if they're like official post boxes or they just all the neighbours got together and bought the same ones. It's a DIY fence. So all pines, I'm not sure. I'm guessing kind of west here, but it may definitely not be. Aggregates. I think that's it's taken a bit of a... It's made out of wood. This top lip, I guess that's intentional in case it takes damage, so it's done its job. It's like the bottom of a Formula 1 car where it's meant to actually wear away. It's made of wood. They've got a 613 code here for the phone, but I don't know where that relates to. I'm sure there's some phone code guides on Plonket and elsewhere. Just wonder if I should travel and try and get a road number or something here. Cutler Road, Bethel Road, 696. I think that's probably the property boundary. I'm not sure if the Canadian flag's completely intact there. It's very flat. So maybe all the way east is not a good idea. Let me just have a look at Canada here. I don't think it's in the mountains here. So maybe Saskatchewan. It's probably fine. Nearby Saskatoon, north of Saskatoon. How about that? Nope. It was quite close to Ottawa. I don't think I've had a round in Ottawa before. It's on the river. Be interesting to see anyway. So that was 2,378 kilometres away. Oh, actually, I didn't mean to start this round yet. Watheroo Road. It's got a yellow post. It's kind of Australian. Look to it. Yellow posts, I guess, would be Western Australia. Driving left. So the only thing that would be concerning is there's the bollard. Very nice. I think hopefully that's a Western Australian thing as well. So we've got 110 kilometres an hour, which Western Australia is pretty sparsely populated, so I guess it's somewhere east of Geraldton. I don't know the roads, unfortunately. It could be anywhere along this road, or indeed some other road. It's the 95. It's pretty much north-south by the looks of it. Maybe I should go south of Port Hedland. It could be any of these stretches here. Looks pretty sparsely populated, so maybe that's a good guess. I rarely ever guess this far north. It's all the way south, gosh. Quite coastal by the looks of it, on Highway 1. Maybe I should have stuck out for some more clues there. Nearly 1,000 kilometres away, 16,700 to start off with. Not ideal, but I've got a country streak of 5, so that's not nothing. I think I'm working up towards 17 ideally. It's my best so far. So we've got Arret here, Canada again. I think this is probably somewhere around Montreal. Could be Ottawa. Just plonk it here for the moment. It's the backwoods. A mix of pines and birches. That's what I was going to do. I was going to look at Plonket for Canada to see if they had regions for the phones. It's difficult to say if this is near a lake or... There don't appear to be any mountains around. It's kind of a flat area. Looks like a slide out here. And a trampoline. They've just had a party by the looks, some deflated balloons. So I guess that's like back in the day when there was a kids' party, you'd tie balloons to the front. So everyone knew where to went, gosh. So this is like a 450 area code for the phone. It's going to drop it near Ottawa. It's closer to Montreal. But Plonket, Canada. C-A-N, oh my gosh, I can't spell Canada, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's interesting. I've seen this before, but I didn't it didn't twig in my head that this is unique. Canada is the only country in the world where you find these signs. Maximum, yes, of course. It's Canada Post. This thick giveaway sign. Plates, I'm never going to remember that. Route markers, all of this would be super handy. Maximum, sector. These bollards. I was looking for phone codes. Ooh, there's a lot of information about Canada. A lot to learn. Unique to Quebec. Did I even click in Quebec? I did. Okay, that's fine. A stop and arrête, New Brunswick. That's a useful one to know. So stop and arrête here. Arrête, stop and arrête. Trying to remember that. Ignore all this. Shouldn't be ignoring all this. Here we go. Phone codes. So 2s, 3s, 4s, and 6s, 7s and 8s. Oh my gosh. If it's 867, that's easy. Yeah, that's not a simple memorizing trick here. Yeah, I don't see a real pattern to it, so I might just disregard that. It's the problem with these big countries, there's a lot of tips. It's a holy pole. A paved road. So holy poles. Do you know what I haven't had? Oh, this is Portugal. Wow. So it's not actually a holy pole. It's a pole with holes in it. Interesting. Which I guess is kind of a holy pole, but slightly different. Portugal's nice and small, so it should be easy to get a fairly good guess here. So I'm not sure if that's the speed limit or the road number. Crossing a creek. Creek running north-south by the looks. Yeah, this is the little holes in there. In a French-style pole. Kind of like in Brazil, but with holes in it. Hopefully I would have thought of that without the number plate. Difficult to say though. So we've got vineyards, so it could be Porto or nearby Porto. It's a wine growing region. So I'll go east of Porto somewhere. Oh, Alvra. How about that? Ooh, it was further north. Nearby 9. Yeah, I'm not too sure about regions, but that was 39 kilometres away, so good points regardless. And this, straight off the bat, maybe Germany. I'm not too sure. This kind of looks German to me. Oldie worldy. So, Platz is German. Oh, this looks German, but it's difficult to say if it's actually Germany. Kunstensgelstel. That doesn't ring a bell. It's like art supplies, I think. Look at this bus. 1, 2, 3, 6 windows. So what do I know about Germany? I know the bollards, but this is not bollard territory. This is This is in a town. There's not going to be any bollards. Montag is Monday, I think, in German. But the problem is, just because it's got German language doesn't mean it's Germany. What about the vehicles here? It's French cars. Not sure about that one. There's a Peugeot, I think. There's a German car. 2 Volkswagens. I think it's like a mixture of French and German cars and, I don't know, Korean cars. It's quite a lot of Volkswagens though. I wonder if we should just go Germany. I think the other options would be Switzerland and Austria. Not sure if there's any others. If we could get a town name, that could help. It's like a canal town. Just some directional sign would be wonderful. The crossing here. I don't know about the German crossing either. That's kind of annoying. Let's have a look here. I got a beer trailer, and the beer is Flensburger Pilsner. I haven't heard of Flensburger. Pilsner would be Czech, but I guess they make Pilsner everywhere nowadays. Ratzeburg, Hamburg, and Bahndorf on the 75. I like the look of that. Hamburg, which is here, on the 75, which is here. They've got Harburg and Hamburg. And what's the other one? Ratzeburg. I haven't heard of that. So this is kind of travelling north-south. So east-west on the 75, I think. Something like that. Kind of lost the 75 now. Here it is. How long is this 75? Pretty long. We're not on the 75. Whoops, I meant to go backwards here. Let's check out that sign again. Fehmarn. Problem is Hamburg's quite big, so they could be indicating Hamburg from quite a way away. Maybe I should just click somewhere near Hamburg. What's the other one? Ratzeburg. Just do a quick scan for it. Happenburg, over here. I don't know. I'll just click there. It was further north. We're actually in Lübeck Museums Quartier. That kind of sounds French. So it's 127 kilometers away, not too bad. That's interesting. It says here something. Something Malaysia. It certainly could be Malaysia. Jalan is Malaysian. Surely there's a Malaysian flag here. I wonder if this is actually in Sarawak here. I had a Sarawak round before and it was kind of interesting. Not like mainland Malaysia. Got bread time. Ishmael and Sons. From memory, the shops had a really odd, I don't know what it was, like ventilation or something across the top. Not represented here. Got the KK Mart and a Malaysian flag, which is good. A few Malaysian flags. This must be the... wait. Putrajaya. Pusat something something. Putrajaya. Putrajaya, I think, is a place. For the life of me, I don't know where though. Papar? Putrajaya. I always go south on Sarawak and it's always north. So I might edge north here. KK Mart I'm not familiar with. It's next to the Family Mart, which I'm very familiar with. We've got one here in Ho Chi Minh City, just downstairs. The KK Mart. Accept all the cards. Got home appliances. I thought it was a convenience store, but maybe it's a supermarket. Certainly don't actually get many city rounds in Malaysia. Well, I don't. Fascinating. And in terms of cities I've been to in Malaysia, pretty much just Kuala Lumpur, I think. Big cities. This is not like a huge city, I guess, but I feel like Sarawak loves having the flag out. Maybe because people don't believe it's Malaysia. That's another thing. I thought there was a stop sign around here. I missed it. Wow, that's a lot of Malaysian flags. I thought maybe the stop sign I saw on Sarawak yesterday was, does it say Behentry or something? And I wonder if that was typical of Sarawak. Here we go. Or does it say stop here? No, it does say Berhenti. I have seen Berhenti on the mainland somewhere, like all the way over west somewhere, I think. But I'm sure this is Sarawak. No, that was Kuala Lumpur virtually. Putrajaya. Oh my gosh. I'm getting too old for this. Yeah, so Putrajaya was familiar. 1,851 points. Just having said that, I'd seen that style of stop sign somewhere west here. Disappointing. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason for when they use Berhenti or when they use stop. So this looks like it could be South America, I guess, or Asia, but I think that language didn't look too Asian. Yes, Vulcanizadora. That's like a tyre centre, I think. Just trying to work out, is this a bus shelter? Let me check. I think it might be. This might be the most makeshift bus shelter so far. It's sponsored by PepsiCo. I like it. They've got a couple of seats around the place. No rubbish bin. No street lighting. I thought there might be a street lighting at least, but no. They've got a gaucho here. It's very charming. Not much shelter from the weather. The seating's limited. No bin, no timetable. They've got some advertising though. I'd give that one a 4. I'd probably give it less, but I like the look of it. For practicality, it's not the best. In terms of where we are, I'm completely at a loss. There's no Colombian cross on the back of the sign. Driving right, I think, which kilometers per hour, 80. I want to get ahead of these cars and see the license plate. It's a yellow centre line. Some horses. It's quite flat. There's maybe some elevation back there. This looks like it's a live fence. They've planted all these trees to make a fence and then cut them back. I don't know that I've seen that before. Is that a yellow plate? It's not the most convincing yellow plate I've seen. Just wanted to see this chubby arrow. Where was it? I've lost it. There was an arrow which was around the curve, which, oh, here we go. Looked a bit chubby. Haven't seen the like of that before. This back plate's not yellow. It's a very short front plate. I don't know what to make of that. Got a bunch of cows here. I wonder if this is Uruguay. I should have checked the signposts. I hope it's not just Brazil. That would be annoying. So metal posts. I guess it's probably not Uruguay. Some language. So far the languages looked to be Spanish. Couldn't really go with Argentina based on the plate. Shouldn't be an island, I don't think. This looks kind of turquoise. Maybe it's Central America. It's a pyramid of something. I don't know, maybe it's could it be Panama? That arrow looked very distinctly odd. Panama strikes me as a bit distinctly odd in some of its infrastructure. It's a cemetery. Nothing too elaborate. I saw a cemetery the other day. I think it was in the Philippines with like some of the headstones were like Nike shoes and all different objects, stylized objects. It's very cool, but nothing like that here. I think that's just the curtain pattern. I thought it was some writing, maybe a shop or something, but no. I think that's a .com domain, which is not super helpful. Is that .mx? Could it be Mexico? Bolsas is bags. Royals, I don't know. I think that's an MX domain. Wow, I was not thinking of Mexico here. I'm not 100% convinced, but maybe I should go for that because that's the best clue I've got so far. So where would it be? Down here in Chiapas. Wow, not too bad. Just based on a, I don't know, plastic bag distributor, I guess. Slightly disappointing. Just gotta check my phone for messages and such because I've got responsibilities potentially. Got to keep an eye out in case oh, that was a 20,600. That was pretty good. On a country streak of 10. Things are looking up. Still bicycles. Anytime I see bicycles, I think the Netherlands. Should just really plonk it straight there. What's it say underneath? Difficult to say. It says Horsens or something? There's water out to the south. Very low lying, so that... Ooh, this is going to be a struggle. This bicycle sign's the only thing I've got. I think, is that maybe Norwegian or something? It's very difficult to tell. It's just not... It could be like a Danish or Norwegian, that O at the start here. I best travel somewhere and see if I can find something useful. More useful. I'm not scanning for bike path number 5. That would be... a disaster. Can't really make out anything on that plate except it's not, it hasn't got a blue strip, which is kind of curious. Just a whole bunch of farmland. I wouldn't say it's flat enough for the Netherlands, and surely that would have a yellow plate anyway. There's not much signage, so I better check this thing out. It's nothing. Okay. Is there something else? This is a bicycle path. So we're on the bicycle path here. See if I can get a little closer. Ugh, and then blurred it. Jerks. Just can't read it. I wonder if a bigger screen would help. Whoops. Trying to progress here. There's another sign. Yeah, okay. What is that? It's like a child with a snail on a lead. So this is definitely Denmark or Norway. I think I'd have to go with Norway this time. In terms of where... What about this bollard? I'd say this is actually Denmark. I've changed my view suddenly. A complete turnaround. Because I'm pretty sure that's not a Norwegian bollard. Fairly certain it's a Danish. So we're at the end of the cycle path. That was kind of interesting. It's like a, don't know, cheese factory. It's unclear to me. If it's Denmark, I think I'll just plonk it somewhere, like here. I have a feeling one of these islands is kind of farmlandy. I don't know which one. Maybe down here. Near Harby. Nope. It was... I did remember at least that there was water south, so that was kind of a good guess, but where's this cycle path? I wonder if that was labelled. Not really. 76 kilometres away, pretty good. So we got the big couple run, February 10th, 2024, last year. Let's run together for a healthier heart and relationship. We could sit on the couch together for that as well. Department of Labour and Employment. National Children's Month. Philippine Red Cross. Okay. Department of Labour and Employment. Mount Province. Some email popped up. I thought it was a bill or something coming through on my email, but no. It's just trash, as per normal. So Mount Province I'm not too sure about, or Bontoc. I wonder if I should scan for it. It's got some big mountains here. Now the key here is not to accidentally click Indonesia for the Philippines, or vice versa, which I have done before. I kind of think this is probably the main northern island. I think I'll just plonk it there. Yeah, okay. There's Bontoc. There's Bontoc Museum. I didn't realise we were looking at the Bontoc Museum. That's pretty good, 79 kilometres away. Very happy. And Turkey, I guess. I do know something about Turkey. I did learn a little bit. Sort of a half region guess. If I can find a phone number. Not a mobile number. Turkish language, so that's encouraging. So as far as I'm aware, you've got selling pide. It's pretty popular in Melbourne. Pide and kebab. It's interesting they say kebab rather than kebab. It's the Turkish flag. El Gida, I'm sure that's like got a different name. Streets or something? I don't eat a lot of ice cream, to be honest. Probably more since I've been married. Just it's a 541. So the 2, 3, 4. That doesn't help my knowledge, because I think what it was, it's like 2s are in this region, 3s are in this region, and 4s are in this region. So 4 to the east, 3 middles, and 2s on the European side. So 5 doesn't really fit in with that. The 5s, frick. I have to check the plonket after this. So I guess it could be all the way east. Well, it's bound not to be a good guess anyway, so maybe I'll just go all the way east. No. Let me check. Turkey, Turkey. Although, that's not how it's spelled by the Turkish. Region-specific clues. Yeah, 2s, 3s, 4s, no 5s. So I kind of got a bit stumped there. This is kind of up in this region. The 2s region. Okay. Well, that was a bust. I'll still keep that in mind. Here's another cemetery. It's a bit of a dead stream at the moment anyway, so that makes sense. That checks out. It's just a bunch of pines and some mountains here. Is there something on the top of the mountain? There is. I think so. Oh, it's a smudge on my screen. I think. Driving right, double yellows in the middle. Could be the US with pines. Don't think so. That fellow doesn't look typically American. You shouldn't stereotype, but interesting. What's this language? It could be French. He's wearing a beret. But could it be Canada again? Got yellow reflectors on the guardrail, like Spain, but not exactly like Spain because the yellow reflectors I think are inside the guardrail. Here we go. River Chesum. Pretty sure this is Canada. Is that bollard? I think Canada has a whole bunch of different bollards, sorry. None of which I've memorized. Maybe there's a tall orange one which I think was Alberta. So I think this is not an Alberta bollard. And we've got French, so I think I'll drop this somewhere near Montreal. Maybe to the north. We've got a good road here. Should I look for that creek? I shouldn't. I think I did get a 5k in Canada based on a river the other day, but I'm not going to scan for that one. Oh wow, it's right near the border. $289 kilometres away. That was a bit disappointing, but at least I got the right province, I'm pretty sure. Got a streak of 14 for countries. This poll, which is very elaborate, I like it. I guess you've got to have a ladder up to this point, and then you can climb the pegs. Don't know what to make of that. It's got hooks and a ton of insulators. Kind of skinny poles. I guess Europe, but I think that's got a blue strip there. This is a service station, petrol station, gas station, whatever you want to call it. Don't know if it's actually functioning. And this old combine harvester. That's very cool. I wonder if it's got GPS. I guess not. Some gas canisters and pallets. Who knows what they're up to in there? Probably farming, I guess. Okay, so in terms of language, I do not know. I think this pole is holding up the whole building. Strategically, it's a load-bearing pole. What about Romania? I always just want to go to Romania. Although that would have like holy poles, surely. Look at this. I guess that's a fuel tank. And a bunch of other farming machinery. It's pretty old stuff. That's why I would think like Eastern Europe. Some language here. I think it's just some codes. Some particularly useful. Don't really have a good idea of where I'm. Okay. It's a flag. The guy on a horse with a shield. He's got some giant spurs. That's got to be a regional flag, surely. I'm sure that's not a country flag. If it is, I'm completely boned. What are the options here? It's like... It's this guy digging. Missed that sign. Bumps. Okay. Wow, what a struggle. It's Bulgaria. Mm. Akmenenelii. Got a Z with the upside down triangle. Not sure about this sign. In Bulgaria they'd have... Ooh, hello. Oh my gosh, I saw this sign yesterday. And this bollard. Like Latvia or Lithuania or... I've got to sort out my bollards. It's starting to get concerning. Lei at the end. I wonder about... I'm sure it's maybe somewhere here. What are the other options? It's not Hungary, Romania. It's not Czechia or Slovakia. Not Austria, Slovenia. There's not too many J's in the language that I saw there. Got a Z like that. I think it must be up here somewhere. Estonia, probably not. Latvia. It's this patchwork quilt on the bitumen. If I could remember that frickin' bollard, that would be super helpful. I think it's Lithuania. What was the town name? So that was my initial thought with the bollard, was Lithuania. Zymelis or Acme. It's just so many towns, it's going to be impossible to scan. It's not a huge country, but not even convinced that it's the right country, so scanning too much could be problematic. So I just really want somewhere farmlandy, like here. Ooh, it's all the way north. Zymelis. It would have been a difficult scan for sure. Okay, so I got the right country, so that's good. Streak of 15, 105 kilometres away, 21,287. Some pretty good scores. Much better than AI generated world, which I was struggling to get above 10k on that. I think eventually I got a 20k, but what? Loved, own, crack, fess, choke, grow, cheer, ink, speak, friend with the Facebook logo. I like that they're... This is a magpie, like it could be Australia. I was about to say, I've seen this kind of thing in Australia, but please feed the tuatara, that's a kiwi. And there's a New Zealand flag, well, silhouette of New Zealand. Classic pants leg pulled up. So I guess this is a large city in New Zealand. I'll go with the fact that it's New Zealand with the kiwi and whatnot. I forgot this is probably a New Zealand flag. You don't often see that. Well, I haven't often seen it in the past. Roma on Riccarton. Seems like a fairly sizable city, so Wellington or Auckland. They've got sushi. St. Pierre's presents sushi of Japan. For some reason that's very funny to me. Speed limit 10. Maybe it's drive-through sushi. I've not come across that before. Feed the party. It is drive-through sushi. Everything about that is saying do not eat. In terms of this particular city, I'm not too sure. Parklands. I could scan for a scan of the major cities for Parklands. Okay, so this one, I'd say this is pretty standard. It's got a bin, very good. They haven't utilised all of the seating, maybe so that people can look at the timetable without leaning over people. You can see through the sides, so you can see the bus coming. I like that. Functionally, it's actually quite a good bus stop, but a bit boring. I like the wooden seat. It does have a high functionality. It's a tricky one because it's ugly as sin. The bin's kind of nice. Very stylish. The bus stop itself, very uninspired. I'll give it a 7. Mostly based on the functionality. I've got KFC. This is a big city in New Zealand. So I think they had Parklands. In terms of, it looks quite tropical, so I'm guessing it's probably Auckland. They've got Newmarket, which and Epsom. I think we have both of those in Brisbane. Extreme edge rock climbing. I was looking for Parklands, which should be fairly central, I would think, or KFC. I don't know, I think it's probably Auckland just based on the vibes. It does have deciduous trees, but I guess all of New Zealand gets quite cool. I hope it's not Wellington. Where's Wellington? Here. It's much smaller. It's the capital though, so that's Scorching Bay Beach. Got the Wellington Zoo, I'd love to check that out. No, I think this is too small. I think it's got to be Auckland. Oh my gosh, it was Christchurch. Disappointing. We were in Riccarton. It's the fast food capital of New Zealand. Got a very big park. Well, relatively big. A whole bunch of parks. And a casino, I didn't know that. Fine. That was a bad guess. 761. I should have stuck out for a better clue there. It's horses. Similar to signs I've seen in the past, but Punta El Fresno. I know Fresno's a place in the US. California, maybe. But it's got a yellow centre line. It's not too sure on where we are here. I guess maybe Mexico. Let's check out this number plate. Yeah, I don't think that's a an Argentinian plate. Could be Peru or Colombia, or Chile. I don't think so. With these trucks look kind of US-y. Is it the US? No, I don't think so. Not with Punta. Don't actually know what brand that is. But I kind of associate trucks like that with Mexico. Horse breeding? Possibly. I don't even know if they have horse racing in Mexico. Probably. So where would this be? Probably not too far from Mexico City, I would guess. I don't know why. It's just... There's a whole bunch of nothing much. Just these walls. I think there's an intersection up here. This should help in terms of where we are a little bit. What does this say? This could be useful as well. Construction del Punta el Fresno, so it is Mexico. Punta el Fresno. Chihuahua on 16. Okay, that's helpful. So I just need, let's see if I can, I think Chihuahua's here. Maybe not. I thought it was down here somewhere. It's a state, so here's Chihuahua State, and it goes all the way north. I was actually thinking it was like going to be up near the US, but kind of bailed on that. And then the other place was here. So we're between the two on the 16. So we just need to find Punta el Fresno, I think. Fresnido. El Fresno. Is that a rail line? It is. It's a divided road. So, let me just think here. We're coming up, so north is that way, south is that way. We're driving from the west onto the 16. Is that right? Yeah. From the west onto the 16. Does this have what road number we were coming from? El Fresno. There's El Fresno. Coming from the west. So this is north-ish. And El Fresno is west. It doesn't quite check out. Gasolina del El Fresno. This whole area is kind of like El Fresno, I guess. So did it go like that? I think the road's intersecting at a rightish angle. So we're back this way. Maybe that is like that. It's the road down there. Yeah, I think that's, maybe we're on the 258, sorry. Where's this horse farm? Maybe I should go back to the sea. It's somewhere on this road, I think. So we've got the horsies. Punta el Fresno. It's like a creek or something. Not sure if that would count as a road. So if we're going north, oh gosh. Turn west. North, turn west. I'm lost. We're somewhere around here. Maybe down here. I don't think so. I think we're north of El Fresno, of the highway. Why am I so bad at this? This is so annoying. Just there. Okay, it was further along. Ah, you got a gifted sub. Very good. I'm pleased to hear that. Not too sure. Is Meows TW. This is very generous. I appreciate that. I'm not really living up to the hype at the moment. Got 1.2 kilometres away, but that was a bit of a struggle. I could have got closer there. I can't believe anyone subs to anything. I guess like if you watch a streamer for hours and hours, like this is like Bulgarian. At the moment I only stream a couple of hours a day. So I don't know, and I haven't really set up any like sub stuff, so ooh, not sure about this poll. I kind of got a Bulgarian feel about this building here, but the holy poll. I've got to look at setting up benefits for subs and things like that, because where would she be from and what is she holding? Let's see if we can catch up to her. The blur on the car is a bit annoying. She's holding a bunch of bottles. It could be homemade alcohol, is my guess. So this could be, with the holy poles, are they holy? They're not exactly holy. And I'm a bit stumped here. This is Russia. Wow. Russia's a struggle. So this, I did look earlier today. GeoPeter's European letter chart, very useful. Just a lot to learn. This E backwards E3, the 3 looking E, is specific to Russia. And then I was using the Plonket Russia guide to region guess Russia, and found it pretty hard, so I'm not sure where to go here. I'm hoping that holds. I'm going to guess on nearby the Ukrainian border somewhere. Maybe a little north. Oh my god, it was Bulgaria. That's what I thought at the start. Maybe I didn't look at the right sheet here. That's annoying. Bulgaria's on a different sheet to Russia. This is the 3. Oh, it's a different 3. Okay, ignore that. That's so stupid. These are different characters. And this is used in a whole bunch of countries. So I was pretty convinced that was... Although, yeah, Bulgaria, okay. I was pretty convinced that... that character is Russia only, and then just looking at it I thought it looked Bulgarian because of the like the electrical substation and the poles. Oh my gosh, disastrous. 1,500 kilometers away. The more you learn, the less you know, in my situation. Like Homer Simpson, whenever I learn something new it just forces some old stuff out. But in my case, ex-imped, it's an unfortunate terminology. In my case, it's like I mislearned something and that forces out actually learned information. I've got a duck race on Saturday, August 12th. I'm intrigued. Winfield Park, Glen Little Amphitheatre. Driving on the right here, which is, I guess, the US, hopefully not Canada. They do have a duck race speed limit, so it is US. They do have a duck race forget where. It's like they actually dump. It's like Boston or something. They dump a bunch of rubber ducks in the river. I think it's sponsored and whatnot, so you can sponsor it as Reno. Reno, okay. I guess it's Reno. It says Reno. Something above it. I'm not sure exactly what it says. So where's Reno? Nevada, I guess. Where's Nevada? Yeah. Reno, right on the border. It's not very big. Maybe I can 5k this. Presuming it is Reno, otherwise that's going to be annoying. 5k is annoying anyway, but... Are you late? Not too late. I guess I've been at it for about... I don't even know, to be fair. An hour and a quarter. You're not late to see me try and 5k Reno, Nevada. It seems achievable. I've got 6.5 minutes on the clock. And Reno's not that big. So this is Eloise Avenue, and this is quite a major road here, the name of which I'm not too sure. Oh my gosh, I just kind of thought it was small, but there's a lot to it. How do you know about the smaller US cities? Well, this one said Reno on the sign here, luckily. I know Reno is like a casino town, I think. Like a mini Las Vegas. That's for all Nevada. Okay. So it's pretty convincing that we're in Reno, Nevada. But... McCarran Mansion. I had a really strange round a few weeks ago. It's like a casino town. I think it was like Indian casinos that they have. It was just kind of in the middle of nowhere by a river, and it kind of stumped me a bit. Barbara Bennett Park. Okay, surely that's achievable. We just need a little park here. Zeta, Ting Park. It's quite a small park. I should have picked something a bit more. There's Jamaica Park. I should have been focusing a bit more. I thought this would be an easy 5k, but I'm suddenly like, maybe not. There's a lot of little parks. Okay, I should pick something else. Oh, we near the river. Kind of near something. Some watercourse. It's quite a big park. Gosh, how am I making this such a struggle? There's a really big park. And that street is... W first. Okay, come on. So I hate being actually a little bit close, because then kind of feel... I guess west. W is west first. Oddie Boulevard. I don't know, for English and I guess Australian people, probably familiar with Bill Oddie from the Goodies. To everyone else that probably sounds like, oh, that's east, I'm wanting west. Probably sounds made up. Bill Oddie from the Goodies. W7th. So do you go from the centre or Fox Run Road? Why do you have numbered roads and then just nothing? W7th. And then I can't see any other W numbered roads. Oh, this is vexing. Just going to drop it somewhere here. It's surely not too far away. W11th, East 6th, West 4th, was looking for west first. This is not exactly a grid pattern they got going here. I just have no clue where we are. Why isn't west first showing up? 3 Mile Drive. It's somewhere around here. Gosh. Here's Barbara Bennett Park. Okay. Yeah, okay. I kind of feel a bit annoyed at myself because I had a sign for the duck race. So it was obviously near the river. Because I think they have plastic ducks that they put in a river. In the Truckee River, 4991. Is it famous? Reno, Nevada, I would say so. I'd say it's pretty well known. I don't know. I used to watch like Texas Hold'em poker, so maybe that's the duck race might be pretty well known too. Hang on. Reno, it's pretty big, I think. Let's Google it. Yeah, there's a lot of ducks they put in the river here. And then I think you can sponsor one and then you might get a prize if your duck comes first. I'm sure it's not the only place that does it, but now you know. Reno, Nevada does a duck race. So this is the US on a lake, a mountainside. This is going to be a lot harder. There's a marina. Maybe it's not a... Would you have a marina on a lake, or would that be a river? Just confirming it is the US. No front plate, which is kind of interesting. I guess this is like a northern state, but I don't know that. It's got a bike lane, which is pretty untypical. 390 feet. So they're sticking to the feet and miles. Don Nemeth Builders. Don't know what to think of this place. It's kind of a bit weird. Grand Central, high mountain. Just with all the talk of mountains, it makes me think of like the Rockies or something. I don't actually see tall mountains around, so I'm not sure what they're talking about. I mean, they're hyping up the bike lanes. Kayak and sup rentals. I'm not sure what sup is. So this could be a mountain lake somewhere. Ski and snowboard. Okay, so in the season, this has got to be like somewhere in the Rockies probably. Which is, Denver? Nearby Denver somewhere? Gray's Peak. Here's the Rocky Mountains National Park. Looking for Mountain View. Is Wellington. I don't want to talk about New Zealand at the moment. I had a pretty bad New Zealand round before. I don't know. I'm going to guess somewhere near the Rockies. Oof. Youch. I feel like I could have done better there, but I just got lazy. Right near the Shamrock Inn too, and Brenda's Pizzeria. I think the last round had Brenda's Mills Park or something. So that was a lake. It's a massive lake. By the name of Deep Creek Lake. Must be fairly touristy. They've got like a kayaking in the summer and skiing in the winter. 16-7, shocker. Okay, try for better this time. I'm surprised I haven't had to go pick up a delivery yet. Canaan Posho Mill. So got a word, Zteen shop, flame shop and cereals. It's Kenya. Wish these cars wouldn't show up. I make a lot of effort to try and block them out, but sometimes impossible. I want to check out this bar. Agent Mama Ken kiosk. It's a cool place. So where's the bar? Here, bar and rest. It's closed for the day, I guess. Open up later at night. And then a hotel, sorry. These doors and windows look painted on. Presumably they're functional. The wines and spirits. It's a cool little town. In terms of locating it, I do not like my odds. Although, what was did that have a place name? I'm not too sure. Canaan Posho Mill. I don't know what that refers to. Or what Zteen is. X-Teen? I'm pretty sure it's Kenya though with that snorkel. Probably. How dry is it? It's a bit mountainous. We'll go over this way. West of Nairobi. It was kind of east of Nairobi, equidistant. What was X-Teen? X-Teen, X-T-I-N-E. Kenya. No, I don't mean that. Difficult to say what they were selling there. Anyway, not to worry. That was 105 kilometres, but that was all on the vehicle meter, which I hate. That's a really interesting light. I haven't seen the like of that before. Just got to check that my phone hasn't died. Oh, Vilnius. What else? So Vilnius, let me think, is, I should know this. I'm going to have to scan for Vilnius because I can't remember what country it's in. I should be able to work it out here. I've seen Vilnius on the map so many times. The A16, the E28. Oh my gosh. How do I not remember? Shocking memory. It must be Poland? No. Slovenia. Man, I'm so screwed. Bulgaria? No, it can't be Bulgaria. Ooh dear. Sure, it's a big place too, Vilnius. Oh, here we go, Lithuania. God, what an idiot. Gosh. I had a Lithuania around the other just before, and oh, there's the bollard too. And I go, okay, I remember the bollard now. Oh man, I got so focused on Vilnius, I didn't pay attention to other clues like the bollard. So this should be 5kable, surely. So Vilnius is 89 and Trakai is 62. It's kind of like south. So we need Trakai is here. And that's probably on the A16, I guess. Here's me painfully trying to 5k again. Baltic capital, yep. A16 and the E28. So that's this one. It's like a dual road. We're on like a roundabouty kind of thing. Which could be this. So Vilnius is here. It could be this one. Let's see what if the 129 is intersecting it. That would be super handy. Oops, maybe that was helpful. Bristonus is to the... If we're going kind of like north-south, it's kind of east-ish. Bristonus here. So what road is that on? So Bristonus kind of comes off here, but that's not a roundabout. So probably, can you get to Bristonus through there? Not really. Here. So if it's Geronimo G. So I think that's probably fine if it's Bristonus is 100 meters down the road here. Man, I'm pretty confident of the 5k here. What is that? I don't actually know what that's indicating. A whole bunch of birches. What the heck is that? I thought it was a boat, like a fishing boat for a while, but I don't know. Caravan park, 500 meters. So I think this is probably fine. Let's have a look. Wow. Did I not click on the road? Oh, I clicked in the middle of the roundabout. 11 meters away. 5k. Excellent. What happened to my streak? I wonder what my streak was. So now we've got Spanish, I guess. Although El Pechugon, it's not something I'm familiar with. Very grand with great flavour, I guess. Got perfumes. Got a VW, which is very cool. VWs just make me think of Argentina, but I guess that plate is not Argentinian. Capital like, yes. So that plate's not Argentinian. It's probably Mexico, I guess, judging by the guy's hat. I wonder if they're selling or they've just set up a picnic here. It's like tamales or something. Difficult to say. It's probably Mexico. I don't know too much about Mexico regionally. Or plates or things like that. It's got these black water tanks. I'm sure that's a thing. Carniceria Perez, which I guess is a butcher. Let's see what they're selling. Can't see. That's a shame. Flowers and fruits and vegetables. terms of where we are, I do not know. I'm going to stump for Mexico. See, Mexico would be a good one for region guessing. Bellefonte, water. One thing I have noticed about Mexico is there's no shelter over the footpath. So you got to pick the shady side of the street, which in this town there's no shady side. The sun's pretty much directly above. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where to go. What was that? Chickens. It's like a chicken truck. A chicken food cart. Fresh chickens. Pechuga, I'm not sure what that is. I don't really know. It seems pretty dry. I'll go nearby Mexico City, that's always fairly sound. Yep. So it was Salamanca. Is there anything of interest, anything of note in Salamanca? Tortas, which is a big sandwich. Not really. They've got a Home Depot. Or depot? Not too sure. I think they said depot. 98 kilometres away, so that was good. We've actually got a bollard here. I thought initially Spain here. I think that should be right. Very nice. Oh, there's a better look at the bollard. I think that's Spanish. And hopefully there's a town name here. No. What the... Attention motorists. In Los Últimos, in the past 5 years, 7 victims. Drone strikes? Helicopter crashes? Cyclists. I don't know what that's... I've never seen a sign like that before. It's got a helicopter, a drone with a camera. And this guy cycling into a 5G tower or something. I shouldn't laugh. There were 7 victims in the past 5 years. I think, did it say años? I think so. That was Spanish anyway. I guess they're doing some road work to try and cut down on the drone fatalities? I'm not too sure. This will be the river name or something. Whoops, it's taped up. I haven't come across that before either. It's got a secret unveiling of the river name. Creek name? I guess it's a creek really. What I would like to see is, wow, suddenly snow coverage. Is it? Or just dust coverage? No, I think this is pre the road revamp upgrade. It's just really dusty white. It's got a lot of chevrons, but not much information. Not sure about this foliage. It's kind of unusual for Spain. The Spain rounds that I've seen in the past. So these yellow chevrons reflectors are quite Spanish as well, I'd say. Just like millions and millions of chevrons. I wonder if I should fast travel. I will. See if I can get somewhere interesting with a place name or something. It's a speed sign. I think it said 50. What about this? A stop sign. Okay. What about here? I think that was the speed sign. So it's warning that there's, I guess, a change of speed limit in 50 meters. Nothing, 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 nothing. I'm going to have to plonk here. More chevrons, I think. Yep. Oh gosh, okay. not a 5k at all costs kind of person. 307 kilometers away, fine. So this is very flat. Farmland. It looks like they've got a silo up here, or a water tower, I'm not too sure. I guess Europe, but not too sure. What about this? Could actually be, I guess it could be the Americas. One of them. Like North America, Canada or something. Actually, the concept of post-delivery in Vietnam seems to be an unknown. To live in an apartment complex here, and I don't think they've even installed the post boxes yet. Normally everything's just delivered by Grab. You don't mail anything to anyone. This kind of looks Canadian, to be fair, with the crown on it. I'm not sure. Richmond Street 24045 to 24046, I guess. 16 mile, 14320 to 14319. This is the 4 south. I'm not sure which province has this crown on it. I think that speed sign should say maximum, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. It's got the black kilometres per hour underneath. That's a bit unusual as well. I don't recall having seen that. So, looks like not too mountainous. We want the 4. Here's a 3, a 6, a 5. This seems kind of like the area we want. So what state is that? What province is that? That's Winnipeg. Could be Winnipeg, I don't know. 6, 5, a 3. I think the 5k I got in Canada the other day was the one and only career-ending 5k in Canada. It'd have to be somewhere fairly obvious for me to try again. Like here, I don't think I'm even going to scan for the 4 because it's proving a bit annoying. So I'm going to just drop it here somewhere, nearby Brandon. Ooh. Here's A4. Probably, it may not be. I think there's a 7 up there, which is surely different. That was 1,500 kilometres away. Probably got a bit lazy there. The Fox Golf Club. Surely that wasn't. I could have gone nearby the Fox Golf Club. 20k, that's not great. We're looking for 23s. This is probably India, I think. This strange pole top. I'm not sure what region that is though. Let's check the language. It's kind of unclear. It's interesting. It doesn't look like. Oh, okay. I was going to say it doesn't look like we're driving on the left for India, but let's just park wherever, I guess. It's kind of hard to move here as well. I think for India I would need some language, otherwise, here we go. Yeah. Amul, real milk, real ice cream. I wonder if it's made on premises. Doesn't look like it. In terms of the region, I'm not sure. I just guess nearby Bangladesh here. I think that language looks like this language, but it's pretty widespread, I think. So this could be a long way away. Yeah, it was a long way away. 1,100 kilometres. Not the worst guess today, but not great. Did you know if Habby, is that pole top region specific? I haven't looked at India region guessing. Malibu. I don't think that's California. It could be. Let's not rule it out just yet. Oscar Hotel and Bar, Restaurant and Bar. So we've got English, quite a bit of English here. It's a children's playground. I think attached to a restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. Badham Cafe and Bar and Restaurant. And they got a little kids area, which is nice. This probably is the US. I'm sure it's not California though. No way. It's got banana palms. Aha, it's not the US. Why is there so much English? I don't quite get it. What language is that? Surely it's not Turkish. It is Turkish. Near LA. No. I'm not going Miami. This is Turkey. In terms of region, I'm not too sure. I did look at phone codes in Turkey and got completely screwed over the second time I tried to use it. I think this has got a phone number here, but I can't see it. I kind of thought it could be the US with these mountains here, like the Rockies or something, but that was a bad guess. Oh, there's a Turkish flag. There's always, and a UK, a Union Jack have they got it upside down? Normally people hang it upside down. I think that one might be the right way up. So there's certainly some kind of English theme going on here. Just looking for a phone number. Why is there not a phone number? I have my information, the Coca-Cola. I don't think this is a phone number. Here's a phone number. 252. I think this is over this region, so we just need... I think that's not a mobile number, so it should be in this region. 3s are central and 4s are all the way west. It's got a bunch of mountains, which it's kind of up here. I'm going to go Garid. Actually, what about Gakakla? I like Gakakla. Oh wow. Okay, so the 2s are kind of in this third, not necessarily north. Although Sunshine Resort and Holiday, I don't know something weird about that place. Angel Unique Villa. It had a very, this credit, very Anglophile kind of theme to it. Is that 262, I think? Plonket Turkey. Phone codes. Region specific. Here we go. Might have been 242. 262 is up here. So what's the theme here? 21216. I don't see a very within the 2s and the 3s and the 4s, I don't know that there's any real logic to which way it goes. 242 down here, 262 up here. Still, in terms of getting a third of the country as a region, that's not too bad. How about this language? Oh, no fun. That's what that's saying, no fun. Pilsner could be like Czech. Ulis, I don't know what, I've got to try and remember what, like different languages have different words for road, obviously. And that's an easy tip for what country you're in. Stormax. It's a very nice place. Quite historic, I'd guess. I don't know why I still struggle with languages in Europe. Spent quite a lot of time trying to figure it out. Mobilny Internet ZA 300 KC. It's like Krona or something. Yellow backplates on a commercial vehicle. Czechia. I thought it was Czechia or Slovakia. It could be actually. Oh no. I was going to say it could be Pilsen, but I probably shouldn't go for that. Just because they're selling Pilsner beer, going for Pilsen would be a big mistake. So Czechia and Slovakia have some specific letters. Czechia has a unique character here. The E with the downward arrow is Czechia, and then Slovakia has the A with the double dots and the L here. I don't see any of those there, but I think that CZ domain should be fine. Maybe this is Pilsen. I'll just drop it in there, why not? It's an option. Nope. It was difficult to say. This is Vojsok-Mito. I'd like to go to Czechia or Slovakia. No apologies necessary. I'm still pretty bad at geoguessing, so although I think in the chat rules on Twitch it said if you can bait me into guessing the wrong country you get 10 points, which is probably a bad idea. I think this could be Bulgaria. Just the dual language of the blue sign. It's not the typical blue sign. I'm not sure about bollards in Bulgaria. These aren't all very special. This is Russian. Surely that's a Russian bollard. Is this a Russian sign though? You wouldn't really get dual language. There's a Russian car. It's an awkward spot to get out. It's like the KGB car. Formally. I wonder if I should go Bulgaria or not. I wonder if I maybe I can scan Bulgaria for. It's got the dual language here. Hobo something? I've forgotten it already. There are other dual language Cyrillic countries though. Hoba. That looks probably the biggest place. Hoba. Razgrad. Lovich. I don't see Hoba. Bansko, sorry. So it could also be North Macedonia does have dual language. What about the Bollard? I don't know. This is going to be a learning moment. I'll drop it in Bulgaria. It was Ukraine. That's why there's dual language. And that's why there's a Russian Bollard. It didn't really occur to me. 1,200 kilometres away. That was a shocker. Very disappointing. I didn't really think of Ukraine there. I should check for the place name to see how prominent it was. This could be Italian or Spanish or Portuguese, I guess. It's kind of blue at the top of the plate here. Driving right, so it's not in a left-hand drive country. I don't know. I was thinking South Africa. Initially, I thought this is South Africa, but obviously the language isn't South African, so English or Afrikaans or anything like that. Use El Cinturón to Seguridad. I know Cinturón is seatbelt. And we've got a yellow and white centerline. Double yellows. 110 for cars, 90 for buses, and 80 for trucks. I haven't really seen that before, I don't think. I'm not sure what to make of this. It's like blue at the top of the plate. I thought, oops, spat a little bit there. Blue and April. I thought that was April. I'm not too sure. So, got the firefighters, police, hospitals and emergencies phone number. I've not seen that sign before either. It's a black post. I don't know what to make of this. There's some very unusual things. Oh, here we go. RN35. Just not sure if it's probably Italian, right? Surely not. It must be Spanish. Difficult to say. Santa Rosa. It's probably Argentina, but the plate didn't look Argentinian. What am I going to do? Santa Rosa could be anywhere. With 35. Here's the 34. Zoom straight into the 34, which has just completely baited me into going Argentina here. I wonder, it could be, I just don't think the plate matches. Here's the 36, the 33, here's a 35. If I saw a Santa Rosa around here, that would be ideal. Here's Santa Rosa. Oh my gosh. And we're at an intersection, so Santa Rosa is south. Arata on the 4. So we just need the 5 is here. Don't tell me I'm going to get this. Where's the 4? Here's A4. Here's a roundabout. Here's Arata. What? General Pico. And which way did I go? This way, I think. This is very unusual. To actually have a clue sometimes. Oh, this is so far. This is too far. How am I going to identify this? Try going the other way, which was this way, I guess. I think there's a bend coming up here, maybe. Not really. I don't think there's any roads coming off the side either. I don't think this is going to be a 5k. Must be somewhere along here. About up. Hey, there's a road there. Maybe here. Oh. Oh, I was the wrong side. 8.8 kilometers away. Shocking. So there's a road right at the seed. I didn't see that. Oh, yes. I didn't really see that. Disappointing. I was on the wrong side of the... I was looking on the wrong side anyway. Streak of 1, 18,000. Good points on that last one. It's probably my maybe a couple more games. This could be Canada again. Slow. Set up for driving on the right. Kilometers per hour. I like Canada for this one. Glover Creek. It's a greenish sign. I've not seen that before. Well, I'm not familiar with it. Is that how you spell vehicle? V-H-I-C-L-E. V-E-H-I-C-L-E. Okay, it just looked odd. I'm not sure why. It must be the font made it look odd. Slow vehicle pull out. Oh, there's the slow vehicle. The plates I'm not familiar with. They look pretty generic. There's a bunch of road work here, so that's no help. It's maximum, in case we needed to confirm that it was Canada. Very dense here. Don't know whether... hang on, wait. Some moose antlers, I think. Yeah, I think they've harvested a moose. Hopefully legally. You'd think so. Are they real even? Difficult to say. They look actually like they're made out of wood. It's like carved, I guess. Some weird stuff you see. That's half the fun of GeoGuessr, is just the weird stuff that you see. For me, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have to plonk this on, unfortunately. I'm not going to spend 8 minutes trying to find something province specific. I'm just going to go for Saskatchewan here. Oh wow, it's PEI, is that Vancouver Island? PEI is over the other side. Vancouver Island. I did not even think of that. We're right by a lake too. Kennedy Lake. Laley and Rocky Islands, 2,000 points, brilliant. Nailed it again. Some kids walking home from school, I guess. It's, almost redheads. Europe, I'd guess. Let's check the plate on the back of the car here. It doesn't have a blue stripe. Or strip. on the left hand side. I think that was language back here. I should probably check that out. Having proven I'm like a language specialist. It looks to be Cyrillic. Where is it? I've lost it here. Can I get a little closer? There's a bit of glare there now, and then there's a tree in the way. Kind of looks Cyrillic. Yeah, it does. Can't make anything of that though. Like a square concrete pole. I'd say the road quality is poor. Is this a crossing? No, it's a hump. If I saw a crossing, I was just... There's a lot of gingers around here. This sign, I'm not too sure about that. I'm just looking for something. I did read about Russia versus Ukraine. I think this is the non-Russian street name. Word for street is what I'm trying to think of. I think this is Ukraine. Braces. You don't often see braces on a young fellow these days. This looks like it might have been abandoned. I don't know how much you could pick that up for. It's a classic. I think I'll go Ukraine here, nearby the rail line. I tried that the other day, trying to trace the rail line, and it went horribly. So probably won't try too hard. Is that the rail line here? Oh, who cares? Just drop it here. Oh, it was actually Russia. Let me check here. Russia. I'm sure that, because I was trying to get region guessing for Russia. Region, no. I think somewhere, yeah, okay. Ulitsa is Russian. Bulgaria and most other Slavic languages use Ulisa. Ukrainian is Vulitsia. Okay, gotta try and remember that, because that was obvious there that they were using that. That was actually right nearby Moscow, which is kind of interesting. Evangeline Central. Just wanted to get a closer look at this other sign here. Cassis Populaire Credit Union. It says dual language, probably Canada again. There's a Canadian flag. Maybe I should just drop this near Montreal somewhere, or should I try to go closer? Abram Village, Urbainville. I'm not seeing the Canadian. Is that official, or has someone stuck that Canadian flag on that sign? French flag, sorry. Bienvenue, welcome. This actually looks. I think this looks more like over here in New Brunswick. I'm going to try that. Ooh, it was actually further. On an island. In the town of Wellington. Nearby Days Corner. So that was Wellington, not New Zealand. Alaska, not US. Kensington, not Brisbane. That was not a bad guess though, 247. It was PEI. I was tempted to go PEI before, but didn't. This bollard. It's like Albania or something. Montenegro? I forget. Gosh. Gotta sort out the bollards. It's really starting to... It's not Lithuania, I know that. This I haven't seen before. Half a kilometre on the 217, I guess. To where? So it's not... I got in a little trouble yesterday with a Russian bollard, which I didn't realise was Russian. It had a black top and the reflector intersected it, but this is different. This is a red reflector underneath a black cap. Nimska Loka. It's like a Croatia or something. Not Croatia. Bosnia and Herzegovina is not there. Serbia. Serbia probably would have dual language. It must be... It could be Serbia. But no dual language. Croatia. I think it must be Croatia. Okay, I'm changing my mind here. I'm sure it's Croatia. Nemska Loka. Don't see it. Don't really want to zoom in too far. Kind of a long place. I'll just go midway here. Oh, hang on. Is there a... I think that mile marker had a road number on it. Just try back the other way for... it's not cooperating with me. I'll go this way. I think that mile marker may have had some information. Here. Zoom back again. 217? Does that... I do not like the look of this now. Here's 216, but... oh, am I in the right country? Possibly not. There's a truffle shop. Amazing. I hope it's like the fungus truffle, not the chocolate truffle. They actually consistently grow truffles in Tasmania now. This 217 looks a lot smaller than the 216, which is possibly even a divided road. It's like a major road. It's kind of truffle season now in Australia, I think. Normally the winter time starts around mid-May in Australia. It's kind of convenient because it's the opposite of Europe, so I hope they're doing good business with truffles. I'm not convinced this is Croatia. It wasn't. It was Slovenia. I never think of Slovenia. Where's this bollards? Gosh. I don't honestly never think of Slovenia. Where's Croatia? No black top. Which countries have a black top? Italy? This is the Russia one that I got confused with yesterday. Haven't seen a Poland bollard in a while, but I'm sure I could pick that up pretty quickly. And Slovenia, Elemento PQRS. Serbia has the offset. Slovakia is easy. Slovenia. Saw a really weird bollard in the UK before. The other day. Had a very, very long red reflector. and then blue at the top. Slovenia, Serbia. Got to try and remember. It's starting to cost me points. Okay, back in Africa, I guess now. Let's have a look. Got Coca-Cola. 1.25 litres. And then there's like a currency unit here. 72R. Rand. It's like South Africa. I'm not sure how many rand to the dollar. So, I do not know if this is South Africa though. Let's check the driving direction, that's a start. Driving left. Ooh, we just lost the advertising there. Can't get it back. Kind of wanted to see that. All hands on waste. Duncan Village. Keep your community clean. Recycle. Duncan Village. Definitely driving left. Kind of confident this is South Africa. I don't know about Duncan Village though. It's got the car wash going. And the barbecue. If this is South Africa, it's poor accent, but braai. The barbecue in South Africa. I think maybe I should just go there. That's probably... Oh, I don't mean physically. I mean just guess there. Duncan Village. I could look around a bit more, but pretty lazy. So it's probably Cape Town. Is there a Duncan Village there? Durbanville. No, there's Delft. Hang on a second. Okay, gotta finish up soon. So what was that? 17701. Yeah, I've got to finish now. Got some people coming over. But thanks for watching. Keep in touch and I'll catch you next time.